to the computer. We're doing good. And I'm going to share my screen and we are going to get started. So today we are going to move all of these buttons and I am going to put on the present full screen. There we go. Awesome. So welcome to the Health That You've Always Wanted Masterclass, where we're talking about the power of personalized wellness. So this is for you. If you've, and hear my heart, not my words, this is my favorite saying, if your doctor's advice just isn't helping and you're ready to finally heal, slim down, and feel great. So that's why I made this, and I made it just for you. If you're feeling confused, like everybody's telling you something different, like you should try keto or go vegan, or you need to heal your gut, or your hormones are the real problem. Or if you're feeling overwhelmed, like you have no idea where to begin on your path to health. Should you fast? Should you count calories? Maybe you should go low carb. Maybe you should do something else. Or if you're self-confident, conscious, like you hate how you look in photos and in most clothes. And I know exactly what that feels like. I hated looking in the mirror. That's what I always say when I was dealing with my health issues. And again, that's what makes it hard to function. Also, if you're feeling discouraged, this is for you. So you're beginning to wonder I can't talk today. I just left the gym. I was trying to get in a workout really quick. And I think that it just messed me up because now I'm like, boo. Anyways, so you're discouraged, like you're beginning to wonder if you'll ever get healthy again because it feels like you've tried everything and nothing has worked long term. I know exactly what that feels like. So good news today. I'll probably put my blue light blockers back on. So the good news is today you're going to learn a holistic approach to healing your body that is easier than anything you've tried before because it's based on knowledge instead of guesswork. You're going to learn how to use modern tools to identify the root cause of your health problems so you can stop making guesses based on Google searches and Instagram sound bites. And you're also going to learn why getting your blood work done is just not enough, and the three main causes of hormonal imbalance and how to heal them. And the number one thing you should do if you want to lose weight as a woman. And no, it's not lower your calorie intake or less carbs or exercise or fast. And you're also going to learn much, much, much more related to healing your body holistically. So thank you guys so much for joining. I am Bria Sharon Estep. I am Mrs. United States 2021. That's my claim to fame. It's my 15 minutes. I've tried to stretch out to 20. If you can't see my crown and my sash in the background, just trying to stretch it out to 20. I'm an integrative health practitioner, personal trainer, group fitness instructor, Amazon #1 bestseller, and my most recent, most favorite title is mom to this little chunk nugget right there, Mr. Hunter, who we just got down for a nap. God bless his little soul. Might have kept him up a little late for nap time to make sure he slept through this. Anyways, so the problem with your doctor's advice. So again, hear my heart, not my words. I'm not against doctors. I believe it's a broken system, and I do believe that doctors have our best interest at heart, exceptions to every rule. But when most people go to the doctor, they want a drug and a diagnosis, and if they don't get a drug and a diagnosis, they feel like they've not been served. So what's a doctor going to do in the maybe 10 minutes they have allotted with you? They're going to give you a drug and a diagnosis because that's what they think you want, because that's what most people want. And again, what are they going to study? Because they want to give you the best in the little time that they have, drugs and diagnoses. So again, it's a broken system. I don't blame doctors. I believe that your doctor is knowledgeable and well-intended, but they're just not able to give you the personalized strategies that can significantly enhance your well-being. His or her advice is generally going to be one size fits all, and isn't able to peel back the layers of the onion. So that's the problem with your doctor's advice. They're just not able to dig deep enough in the time that they have. So if your doctor's advice isn't helping, who should you listen to? Well, maybe you're like, "Oh, Google, I'm going to Google." Well, I was there and I've been on many, many, many Google rabbit holes, and many women realize that they can't find the answers they need from their doctor, so they go to Google and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and then I've been there many times, in fact, and I'll probably go down some other Google random rabbit hole, rabbit trail at some point in time later today, as you probably will too. But the problem with this is these platforms usually have people talking about what did and didn't work, which is great, but it's for them. It's not what worked or might work for you. It's, again, them. So the more you try and self-diagnose based on Google searches, please don't do that. Everything is worst case scenario. And Instagram videos, the more you feel like you're being pulled in 1,000 different directions by 1,000 people claiming that they have the answer. So is there a better way? Yes, yes, there is. And it's called, I feel like I need a drum roll, personalized wellness. So personalized wellness emphasizes the importance of tailoring diet, exercise, lifestyle habits to your personal genetic makeup, health history, and current health status. So we're looking at whether you're male or female. We're looking at your current lifestyle. We're looking at what works for your life specifically. If you're working day shift or night shift, what your current goals are, what specific toxicities and deficiencies you have, what your body needs, your body type. We're looking at your age. We're looking at all different things, any toxicities you may have. So looking at the whole picture, not just a piece of the puzzle. So by exploring areas such as nutrigenics, personalized fitness plans, and mindful practices that cater specifically to you and your needs, you can unlock a new level of health and vitality. So this approach empowers you to take control of your own health journey, making informed decisions that align with your body's unique needs. So we're working our way backwards. So here's our goal. How do we work our way backwards to that goal instead of just some overall, you should do this, you should do that, for something that worked for somebody on the internet or something that somebody read in a textbook years ago without taking you into account. So a lot of women focus, and I know not all of you guys are here for weight loss, but I know, a big chunk of 66% roughly of our population is overweight or obese. So I know that is a pain point for many women, but not all women. However, the drawbacks of focusing specifically on weight loss are the psychological impacts. So that can lead to an unhealthy preoccupation with body image and appearance, and it can contribute to negative self-esteem, body dissatisfaction, and feelings of inadequacy. Again, like I was talking about, hating the person that I saw in the mirror, and that led me to emotional distress, including anxiety and depression and obsessive thoughts about food or exercise. Like, oh, okay, I ate this, so I need to work it off. I need to get on the gym and work this off. And it can also have physical health risks. So when we're crash dieting or doing excessive exercise, it can cause nutrient deficiencies, dehydration, muscle loss, and even metabolic imbalances. Hi, it was me. Also, the stress hormone, and we'll get a little bit more into this today, cortisol, which is released in response to chronic dieting. I think somebody just joined I can't get to admitting people. There we go. So where was I? Oh, so the stress hormone cortisol, which is released in response to chronic dieting and excessive exercise, can also disrupt hormonal imbalance. I'll go more into this. It can suppress immune function and increase the risk of chronic diseases. And then we get on the cycle of yo-yo dieting. I'm sure most of us here have been on some type of diet, whether it's for weight loss or general overall health, and repeated fluctuations in weight due to restrictive eating, followed by periods of overeating or binging, can reduce your metabolic rate, increase fat storage, and insulin resistance. I know that was me when I was doing my fitness competitions. I was so strict all throughout the week, and I was like, I'm doing so good. And then I was so restrictive that I would get a bite of sugar and it was like a vampire blood. I could feel it going like literally through my body, which led to periods of binge eating, and literally to the point where I made myself sick. And then I would Monday morning come jump on the cardio equipment, trying to get it all off, trying to undo my bad. And I would be so good throughout the week. And the cycle just went over and over and over and over again. And then by focusing specifically on weight loss, we lose the focus of overall health. So instead of looking at how healthy our body is, longevity, we're literally just looking at one metric. We're looking at the scale. We're not looking at our fitness level, our energy level, our sleep quality, and our mental well-being. So today, what you're going to get is we're going to do a giveaway, and we have special bonuses, and we have a live question answer. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and I will get to them at the end. And we've got so much more. So I'm super excited to spend this time with you. So a little bit about me was, and I kind of hinted around about this, but I grew up pretty healthy-ish. Um, would eat vegetables and drink my milk. I used to eat a lot of dairy, go figure. But we did the best we could with the knowledge that we had. Again, I was born before the internet phase. I'm trying not to date myself here. And I remember it was a hot summer day here in North Carolina, and I had just finished my afternoon shift at the fitness studio that I used to own, Foundation Fitness, and I came home and I was completely exhausted. Now, mind you, I used to drink coffee first thing in the morning, and I would need a Diet Coke to get through the afternoon, and then I would have a protein shake with a bunch of artificial sweeteners, and then I'd probably need an Advil in order to get rid of the chronic pain just to help me get through. But I just finished up my afternoon shift, so I was like, "Oh, great, it's nap time," because I normally needed at least an hour nap every single day to get through the day. So I just come home for that afternoon shift to take my little nap, and I remember sitting at the bottom of the stairs to my apartment and realizing I didn't have the energy to keep going. Um, I was mentally, physically, and emotionally exhausted. Yeah, I was exhausted, but the mental and physical and emotional side, I had gained 30 pounds in less than 3 months, and I was doing all of the right stuff. So I was doing low carb, I was doing no sugar, I was doing workouts, cardio and weights 6 days a week. I was doing all of the right stuff. And I was telling all of these women how to get healthy, but yet the pounds just piled on for me until I finally stopped looking at the scale. But I hated myself for that because I felt like an imposter. Again, I was telling all of these women what to do, but I couldn't help myself. So again, I was doing it all. I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I was bouncing back after help being around my dad after his untimely loss of his battle with brain cancer, and again doing it all until it all fell apart and everything shattered in pieces. So that's my story, and that's how I got here. And I say that because you might see me now as Mrs. United States and happy and healthy and all of that, and it's completely true. I couldn't be more blessed, but it wasn't always my story. I dealt with a decade plus of doctors and drugs. I say drugs, chronic pain medications, and prescription drugs. My husband's a cop. I feel like I need to say prescription. But dealt with all of that: infertility, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, scoliosis, gut issues, thyroid, adrenal hormone issues, endometriosis, PCOS, arthritis, tendonitis, migraines, whatever it was. I was at a point where I was collecting kidney issues. I was collecting so many diagnoses, I completely lost count. So my gift to you today is coming from that experience and what I did to help my body heal holistically. So I'm here to give you my step-by-step strategy, how to finally get your health and body back holistically. So don't just take my word for it. This is one of my sweet clients, Cass. I know a couple of you guys know her. But Cass's story, as you can see, is here. So my face is in the way. Let me move my head. She had been struggling with her digestive system for several years, then her hormones, and she was working out 6 to 7 days a week. And her energy levels were low and she would lose weight and then it'd go right back up again. And she stood in her closet and cried because she couldn't pull her work pants over her knees. And then she says, as of today, I'm excited to walk in my closet. And today I pulled out the jeans from when I was dating my hubby and they fit. Not only are they comfortable, she's a mom of 4, one set of twins, and Grammy of 2. And she said, I can't even believe the results you helped me achieve for a 54-year-old. This is amazing. So again, don't take my word for it. And Dana says that winning combination has taken me to reset my overall health. So far, 31 pounds of weight loss. And Cindy says, I'm blown away by the workouts you create and share with all of us. And Bria is so generous and so thorough and 1000% committed to your success. It's an incredible journey, one which you will feel safe in your body, loved, and importantly, see real results. And she says, so grateful for everything you've taught me and inspired me to achieve with my health and fitness. So in the less than an hour we have together, because I like to be prompt, I'm going to give you the most important things you need to know about taking back control of your health and how to get started. But I promise before the end, I'm going to tell you what you can do if you want to dig deeper and learn more. So let's focus on this. Focus on losing stress, not weight. So this is a complete nerd chart. I feel like I need my blue light blocker nerd glasses on for this. And yeah, this is a lot. This is called a pregnant alone steal. And what this chart is basically saying is that that everything takes a back burner to stress. And when you're in a stressed out state, your digestion takes a back burner, your sleep takes a back burner, your immune system takes a back burner, your peristaltic movement takes a back burner. Because everything goes to, when you're in a stressed out state, your body's primary focus is to produce cortisol, which happens in fight or flight. It's the stress hormone. But those same precursors that go to producing cortisol also go to producing progesterone. Then your estrogen and progesterone need to be in ratio. So many women have symptoms of estrogen dominance, poor mood, weight gain around the midsection, horrible cycles like me, endometriosis. And it's not that that estrogen level is too high, it's that the progesterone level is too low in ratio to that estrogen. So that's why it's so important to focus on losing stress, not losing weight. So let's talk a little bit more about chronic stress on the body. So chronic stress triggers the release of cortisol, that inflammation hormone that's produced in the adrenal glands when our body's in fight or flight. So those elevated cortisol levels contribute to increased blood sugar, leading to insulin resistance and potential diabetes, which can promote the accumulation of visceral fat, especially around the midsection, which increases the risk of metabolic syndrome and cardiovascular disease. Also, chronic stress induced inflammation is linked to arthritis, asthma, and autoimmune disorders. So the inflammation contributes to tissue damage, which further exacerbates existing health conditions. Then prolonged stress can suppress the immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and illness and impaired wound healing, and increase the risk of chronic disease because everything takes a back burner to stress. Again, your digestion, if your digestion's taking a back burner, again, God designed our bodies to heal. God designed our bodies so amazingly. If I'm getting chased at by a bear, I don't want to be like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. Bear. We're gonna have to take a break from this chase. I'm gonna have to take a little potty break." No, my body's super smart and it's gonna down-regulate that digestion. So if my digestion is down-regulated, I'm not able to break up all of the vitamins and minerals from the healthy food that I'm eating. And I also can't get rid of those wastes as well because everything takes a back burner to stress, which then plays into the biochemistry reactions, which if you're like me, you probably skipped in high school. But we need those vitamins and minerals because they're the spark plugs in our body for all of these really cool chemical reactions to happen. So if there's something weird going on with your body, take a look at your stress levels, and we'll talk more about that. So again, Chronic stress is a significant risk factor for heart disease, which is the number one killer of women. So it can have irregular heart rhythms, and can also trigger heart attacks and strokes, as well as hypertension, atherosclerosis, which is the hardening of arteries. Also digestive issues. So again, like we talked about, because that digestive system takes a back burner and your digestion takes a back burner and the peristaltic movement, getting all the toxins out, takes a back burner. It can also disrupt the balance of bacteria in the gut because it's not digesting and then it's fermenting. And when something ferments, it produces gas. So if you're really gassy, this could be which leads to gastrointestinal problems such as IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, acid reflux, ulcers, and then can exacerbate digestive symptoms and compromise nutrient absorption, like we talked about. This also leads to mental health disorders. So, mental health disorders are strongly associated, such as anxiety, depression, post traumatic stress disorder. Um, and then if you have digestive issues, again, if you don't feel great, it doesn't help your mental health at all. And also, again, when we look at functional medicine labs, we're able to see those neurotransmitters for the serotonin, which is 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut. We can actually see this on functional medicine labs. So by looking at what's in your body through functional medicine labs, and that's just a simple at-home lab test, we're able to see how mental health contributes and how digestion contributes to mental health. So don't just take my word for it. So, what are some strategies for reducing stress? So, mindfulness meditation for me, I got to get grounded with God every single morning, is what I say. Before my day gets started, I need to just sit with Jesus. I like to drink my pink Himalayan sea salt with lemon or lime juice for my adrenals. As well as some apple cider vinegar and greens powder in my massage chair and do my devotional. Also, deep breathing exercises. And in order to slow that heart rate down, and it's really hard to do when you're in a stressed out state, is make sure that that exhale is longer than the inhale. You can do box breathing, which is 4 breaths or breathing in for 4 counts, holding for 4 counts, and breathing out for 4 counts. I have trouble holding it, especially in a stressed out state. So I just focus on making sure that that exhale is longer than the inhale. So tapping also works really well. There's a great tapping app. It's called the Tapping Solution. You can look up YouTube videos, but that works really well. Time management is really great, specifically time blocking. And by time blocking, making sure that the tasks that you need to be most creative for are all blocked together and you're not jumping around like, oh, 5 minutes of house stuff, 20 minutes of work, 30 minutes for a walk. You're trying to keep everything grouped together. And again, being in your green zones for the tasks that you need the most creativity for, and knowing what time that is. For me, my green zone is first thing in the morning. That's when I like to create content, and my ideas really, really, really flow there. So I like to block my time together and manage it that way, trying to optimize that time. And then setting boundaries. So those can be physical boundaries, as well as emotional boundaries and time boundaries for yourself. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and this one blew my mind. Or I shouldn't say blew my mind, but it made complete sense to me. It's called the 2-day rule. So life's going to happen. Things are going to pop up. For me, I set a 2-day rule for myself, kind of subconsciously, but then I heard this podcast and I was like, wow, I'm totally adapting this. So I can have, an off-plan meal or miss a day of exercise because something happens or the baby's sick, whatever it may be. I need to go to town or something comes up, a meeting comes up that messes up my plans. Um, but I have that one day off, and instead of being like, "Oh, well, it's Thursday, I'll just wait, I'll try again tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow." No, I think I'll wait until Monday. I'm gonna start fresh on Monday. Oh, Monday's near the end of the month. Let me just go ahead. I'm just gonna start like Thursday because that's the first. So I'll just start at the beginning of the month. Well, it's summer. Let me just start again September, and it just goes on and on and on. So for the 2-day rule, I never let more than one day pass. I never let it happen for 2 days that I don't take a step forward towards my goal or stay on point towards my goal. So for me, I have to I can't miss more than 1 day of working out. And by working out, I mean movement. I can't, even if I can't get to the gym, I at least have to walk outside or do some curls with the baby or something. I just can't let 1 day pass, more than 1 day pass without doing something when it comes to movement for me. Also, maybe that's an off-plan meal because you go out of town or something like that. Okay, well, I ate the dessert, pasta, whatever it may be. Okay, well, I'm going to make sure that I stay on point tomorrow and don't have another, I'm going to do the best I can. Again, it might not be perfect, but I'm not going to have a day where I just let myself completely slide and completely go off the wagon. I'm going to make it a priority to do the best I can. Also, prioritizing self-care activities like sauna, red light, um, etc. are super, super, super beneficial to reduce stress. So let's talk about toxicity and stress. So what's in your body that shouldn't be? So some sources that you may have and ways you may be exposed and ways to avoid exposure. How stress affects your body and what we see in clinical practice, and then conditions associated with your body that are potential explanations for diagnosed conditions and what we want to do to avoid them. So, the first thing we're looking at is toxic heavy metals. So, we're looking at lead, we're looking at mercury, we're looking at cadmium, we're looking at arsenic, and we're looking at aluminum. So, we don't want those in our bodies. So, my slides got flipped around, but that's okay. Am I missing slides? I guess I am. That's okay. So basically toxicities, there's lots of toxicities in our body that deal with, that's so weird. There's lots of toxicities in our body that come from from toxic heavy metals. So the big main major hitters are Alzheimer's and dementia, as well as ASD, and any type of uh, any type of attention issues. A lot of that actually does come from toxic metals. We also see things like heart palpitations. We see skin issues that come up. We see migraines that come up. So those are things that we want to avoid, avoiding those toxic chemicals, and making sure avoiding those toxic metals that could be in our body. And then deficiency and stress. What's not in your body that should be? So minerals are essential for growth, healing, vitality, and well-being. They provide structural support in bones and teeth, and they maintain the body's pH and water balance, nerve activity, muscle contractions, and energy production, as well as enzyme reactions. So they're basically the spark plugs of life. And the reason that I like to start with minerals is because if I don't have the minerals that I need to support my body, then my hormones are going to be off, my immune system's going to be off, my digestion's going to be off. When your body's in a stressed out state, it burns it through those minerals. So if I don't have all of the spark plugs of life, then yes, gut protocols are important, hormone protocols are important, but I need those minerals in order to support all of those functions. So ideally, we get all of the minerals we need from a balanced diet. However, in today's super toxic world, it's not really possible. So because our soil's so depleted and we have fertilizers and we're really just overdoing it with the soil, it reduces the mineral content of food. And then we've got such a toxic environment from environmental pollutants, chemical additives, stressful lifestyles, EMFs, toxic air, all the fragrances everywhere. We have toxic tap water. Everything is just so toxic in our environment, that we really do burn out of those minerals because our body's trying to buffer that stress. And many health conditions are aggravated by mineral imbalances, including cardiovascular disease, like we talked about before, as well as toxic metals, cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, blood sugar dysregulations, migraines, learning difficulties, and hyperactivity in children and adults as a result. There we go. I can't talk. That was me. Looking at the deficiencies in your body. So what it does in operation, symptoms that you might have, the synergistic nutrients, the significance of those imbalances, the clinical significance, sources that you may need, and critical mineral ratios is what you should be looking for. So the major nutrient minerals that I look for are calcium, magnesium, sodium, and potassium. Those are my big four right there. And those really just tell me how stressed the body is and how that stress affects the body from those levels, as well as those crucial mineral ratios. Then iron, copper, manganese, zinc, chromium, selenium, and phosphorus. And then looking at nickel, cobalt, molybdenum, lithium, and boron as well. So let me see if I can try not to bore you with some nerd labs. So blood work is important, yes, but I'm sure at least someone here has and drop in the chat if you've experienced this, if you feel comfortable. If not, I totally understand. It was my story, so I'm comfortable with it because it was my story many times for many years. My blood work was fine. I would go to my doctor and I'm like, "Oh, I don't feel good. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I can't function." My doctor's like, "Oh, well, your blood work's fine." So, blood work is important, and I recommend you getting your blood work done every year. However, it's just a piece of that puzzle. So this like nerd situation here is how minerals work together. They're either antagonists or synergists, and they work when they're balanced, they work together, and when they're out of balance, they compete against each other for absorption. That's why I'm looking at those mineral ratios as well. The blood work's just not going to show me. That's why we run a hair tissue mineral analysis. So, about those ratios, so for sodium and potassium, that's going to show me stomach acid, digestion, and trauma. Iron to copper shows me insights into infection. Calcium to phosphorus ratio shows me nervous system health and metabolism. Calcium to potassium shows me thyroid health. Sodium to magnesium shows me adrenal health. And the cobalt level shows me liver detoxification insight. So again, I'm not going to be able to see that just on blood work. Conventional blood tests focus on diagnosing disease. Again, super important. Functional medicine labs aim to uncover the underlying imbalances in order to optimize your health. So some more benefits of functional medicine labs are personal insights into your health status. So they offer a comprehensive analysis of biomarkers, including hormones, nutrients, genetic predispositions, and markers of inflammation, as well as oxidative stress that just go beyond blood work. Also, through functional medicine labs, we're able to identify root causes of symptoms. So I'm able to peel back layers of that onion. Well, this could be because of this. This could be because of this. This is most likely happening because of this. And I'm looking, yes, at those functional medicine labs, but also as an integrative health practitioner, we're taking in account your lifestyle and your specific symptoms. So we're able to identify hormonal imbalances, gut dysbiosis, food sensitivities, toxin exposure, and we can develop targeted interventions and protocols specifically for you that work for you and your lifestyle. So by assessing gut microbiome composition, it can reveal digestive issues contributing to inflammation, autoimmune conditions, and mood disorders. So, personalized treatment plans are able to address the individual's specific needs, preferences, and goals. It's great if I tell you to drive down your inflammation by having wild caught salmon, anchovies, and mackerel 4 times to 5 times a week. But if you don't eat fish, that advice isn't helpful. So I need to take into account what you are able to do. These plans also may include dietary adjustments. Okay, we can't do that. Then let's throw in an omega-3 supplementation. You should get outside every single day. Okay, well, you work night shift. Okay, that's easier said than and you live in, I guess Alaska sees a lot of sun, but somewhere that doesn't. Seattle, I don't think Seattle sees a lot of sun. I need to take that into account, and maybe we need to supplement with vitamin D if you're not able to get out in the sun. So I'm looking at those lifestyle changes, stress management, and again, mind body therapy. So we're looking at being able to monitor the progress of treatment and efficacy and able to make adjustments to ensure sustained improvement and long-term success. So yes, I'm giving you the protocol, But we're also talking about, okay, is this working? Is this not working? Yeah, it was great advice for you. Yeah, super helpful. But I'm finding that I don't like fish. I'm sick of fish, or I can't get outside, or whatever that may be. Okay, then let's make this specific tweak, specific for you, instead of just an overall cookie cutter approach. So, true story. Gosh, what year was it? I want to say like 2018, 19. Um, I was healthy-ish. Again, I was on my way to recovery, and I was doing a lot of right stuff, and I felt a lot better. But I had so many people, and all of the Google gurus were saying, I think it was 2019, maybe 18, I don't know, but everybody was saying, oh, keto is the way to go. You should do keto. You should do keto. Keto is the way to go. Curiosity killed cat. I don't like to knock it until I try it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give keto a month. If you guys have seen my blogs, you've seen, the breakdown of all of this, and feel free to www.briasharon.com/blogs if you want the whole story. But Spark Notes version, tried keto for a month, and I actually gained weight and had way more inflammation and felt horrible. And the reason being was it wasn't specific to me, my needs, and my body type. So for a lot of people, yes, keto is beneficial in the short term because they're getting rid of some of the top food sensitivities. However, and certain body types do better with higher carb, and certain body types do better with higher carb, lower fat. Certain body types do better with lower fat and higher carb. My body being and this is through Ayurvedic medicine, my body is a Vata Pitta, which translates into a ectomorph and mesomorph. So I do better. I burn through carbs really, really, really quick. Not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. But my body just breaks down way faster. So doing a low carb diet for a long time was very detrimental on my health. Also, really, really, really messed up on my gut, even though I was still eating. Because at first I was like, well, maybe it's because, um, I yeah, again, I'm still eating like organic meat, organic bacon, organic eggs, all of those things. But again, having dairy in my diet does not work for me. I saw that on Food Sensitivity Lab. So, yes, keto can work for some people. However, women of childbearing ages, especially, um, after 3 tops 4 weeks is when we see the point of diminishing return. And it's actually added stress on the body where, again, that down regulates. So then our body's dealing with that internal stress, and our body can't break down all of that that's going on. So then we have all of those gut issues going on because things are fermenting in our gut. So it's dangerous to use the wrong tools if they're not specific to you. I was just taking somebody's blanketed advice. Oh yeah, and a month went by, and again, I gained weight, inflammation, my hands were really swollen. It just didn't work for me. So the moral of the story is you must be in control of your own health, not a Google guru. So let me know if you can relate, not necessarily to keto, but you can relate to that story where you tried just drop it in the chat. If you've tried an internet diet or internet workout plan, again, well-meaning, but it just didn't work for you. And I loved this cute dog. So let me know if that resonates with you. And I see my chat going on, and I can't get to, there's my chat. Maybe. Yes. Same. Yep. Spark Note versions, LOL. Yes. Carnivore, low carb. Yeah, totally. And again, I can make an argument for a lower carb diet for short term, but again, long term, we've just seen the effects. And again, I saw the effects in my own life of how it did not work for me. So again, I feel like I skipped a page. Maybe not. Again, don't take my word for it. Let's see, I've never felt better since your program, and I wanted you to know that I had my yearly blood work done, and my overall cholesterol was 219 last year. It was 189 this year. I credit that to how you helped me change my diet. Let's see here. I wouldn't be able to do anything I'm doing or feel this amazing without you. And Mrs. America US 2021 says, do this, folks. In just a few short weeks, my body has finally started responding. Because of Bria, she's a fitness genius for sure. And yeah, okay, it's me, like not to toot my own horn. But it's because we are looking at things from a personalized approach, not from a yes, everybody and anybody should do this diet. This is everybody should do this. You should eat chicken at 9 and noon and 3 and 6 every single day, broccoli and a sweet potato. No, that doesn't work. We're taking into account again your age, your lifestyle, your exercise level, your toxicities, your deficiencies, your injuries, all of these things together. So I want to make sure that I answer any questions. I did promise to do that. So feel free to drop those in the chat. But before we do that, you remember at the beginning how I promised that before we concluded our webinar today, I would share with you what to do if you want to learn more and dig deeper. So let me go ahead and give that to you now. And when I do live trainings, I want people to know how they can work with me in order to get to the underlying root cause, to lose the weight, to sleep at night again, to have that natural energy, again, to peel back the layers of the onion. But before I do that, I would love to know in the chat how you would personally rate your health scale of 1 to 10. And again, health being diet, exercise, sleep, any medications you take. Overall, what would you rate yourself? I'll let you put in like a 0.5 or something. Let's not get too crazy on the decimal points, but I would love to know if my chat will pop up, what you guys would rate your health scale of 1 to 10. Christine says a 5. Yeah, and I would say when I first started out, again, I felt like I was doing all of the right things, but I wasn't getting the results for all of the hard work that I was doing. So I would, I guess starting out, I would give myself, yeah, about a 4, maybe a 4.5 that rounds to a 5 if it was a good day, because I was doing all the work. I just wasn't getting the results. Yeah, we have a 4. Yeah, and again, I totally understand. I was completely there too. So, are you tired of stressing about diets and exercise only to see more pounds pile on? Are you tired of feeling tired but wired? You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted, and it's finally bedtime, and you're like, well, let's go. Or just tossing and turning and staying awake all night. That was totally me. Are you tired of hating how you look in your clothes or in a bathing suit? It's definitely bikini season. Do you feel like you can't keep up? Are you hiding from cameras because you feel insecure about how you look in photos? How about not having enough energy despite all of coffee to make it past 3 p.m.? Are you tired of that? Well, how much money have you spent on copays and specialists leading to even more specialists with a 3-month wait between each specialist? How much money have you spent on the wrong Google gurus and all of their blanketed claims? Lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Are you tired of expensive gym memberships, fitness gear, and sports equipment? I saw one yesterday on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace gets me in trouble. Confessions went to another. It was like the Booty Blaster or something like that, or the Booty something. I was like, oh dear Lord. It's like the Jane Fonda thigh bun and thigh master from back in the day. I guess it's back with a new name and new color or something like that. So how much money have you spent on those? Again, this is coming from somebody who has a Bowflex, and I have the Total Gym's at my mom's house, but I bought it. I'm probably going to take it back. Anyways, again, I can be sold on anything. So I know I've wasted a lot of money on the special fitness gear, the Pilates reformer, like all the things. How much money have you spent on diet books, supplements, pills, shots, and exercise programs? What about all the money that you've spent on tasteless, prepackaged diet food that you'd rather die than eat? Might be a little dramatic, but still. How much of that is sitting in your cabinet right now? Don't answer that. How much time have you wasted not getting anything done or preparing time-consuming diet meals, scouring the internet for ways to lose weight and get healthy and get in shape, or obsessing about the chronic pain and weight you just keep gaining? What would it be worth to you if you could finally stop guessing when it comes to your health, not live in fear of the future? Wake up with boundless energy. Not need a pharmacy of medications. Get off the diet and weight gain roller coaster for good. Eat like a normal person and not worry about gaining weight. Like, oh my gosh, it's my birthday and I'm going to have this bite of a cupcake. It's going to go straight to my hips. What would it be worth to you if you could comfortably fit in your favorite skinny clothes for the rest of your life? Skinny jeans might be out, but you guys get the idea. You have that like section of your closet that's I only get on this on a really, really, really good day. Or if you were like me, only certain times of the month. Yeah, totally understand. So picture this. You wake up on a Monday morning full of energy. Who needs coffee? Me personally, I like my 1 cup of organic coffee, but I don't need it. It's a beautiful day. You slip on your favorite t-shirt and shorts and athletic shoes and head out for a brisk morning walk. You check the mirror as you leave and you look radiant. You're the picture of health and feel amazing. You pass a few other early morning exercisers and can't help but notice they've noticed you. Not, in a hey, you're hot kind of way, but hey, you're doing great. You look great. I can see you practice what you preach. Like you feel like you're supposed to be there. Like you maybe you're at the gym and you feel like other people are looking to you of what exercises you should do or, you belong. So after years of feeling invisible, it's just nice to be noticed again. You're not embarrassed. Now imagine not only do you feel great and look amazing, and you have a brand new wardrobe full of smaller size clothes, or the clothes that you currently have actually fit, or if you feel confident in those clothes. Um, but even more benefits are emerging. Your career is really taking off. Your sales and income have dramatically increased. Coworkers are friendlier, and your boss is even considering you for a promotion. You feel confident and comfortable with friends and even strangers. Your partner has noticed your transformation too and can't stop complimenting you. You're loving your new body inside and out and loving your life. How would you feel if you could look and feel your absolute best? Know exactly what your body is trying to tell you and why. Eliminate toxicities, replace deficiencies, rebalance your body and mind. Are you ready to know what's in your body that shouldn't be and what should be in your body that probably isn't? Are you ready to know how to eliminate your specific toxicities and replace your specific toxicities? Are you ready to have the confidence that comes from a healthy body and the achievement of success? Are you ready to finally feel like yourself again? Now you can stop thinking about diets and exercise and the number on the scale, and you can finally start to live your life with newfound freedom, confidence, and vibrant health. If you are ready to say yes to the health you've always wanted, finding the underlying root cause of your health concerns, unstoppable energy, focus, and mental clarity for better productivity, and a healthy body that you're actually proud of. Just like my clients who say, I lost 15 pounds today. Thank you, Bria. I feel so good. Oh, I lost 7.1 pounds and an inch off my waist. You have truly helped me, and I want all my friends to have what I've learned. Thanks so much. There's a thing, head in the way. I'm really enjoying everything I'm learning from you. You're a treasure trove of great information and extremely inspiring to me. So thankful for you. I was so despaired and didn't think I could ever lose the weight. It's life-changing to be back on the right path towards feeling like myself again. So, again, are you feeling tired, stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed? Are you suffering from high stress, low energy and fatigue, poor sleep, headaches, skin rashes, tingling, or numbness? Electrolytes and minerals provide us with the energy that we need to get through the day and buffer the external stress. Toxic minerals cause internal stress that further burn out the body. So let's stop guessing and start lab testing with a simple at home functional medicine hair tissue mineral analysis. So, this hair tissue mineral analysis is what changed it for me. It's safe, non invasive. All you're going to do is take a simple, small snip of hair. Say that 5 times fast. I can't um, and mail it in the prepaid envelope to the lab. The lab sends me the results. You and I go over those results together. You get a health assessment consult and call. We go over your lab results together. We review them, and then we go over explanations and recommendations. It's not just like maybe your doctor's done this. Oh, here you go. Here's your results. Have a great day. Your cholesterol's really high. Bye. Bye. I'll see you next year. Your thyroid looks really low. You should do something about that. Bye. See you next year. No, we're talking about what to do to eliminate those specific toxicities and replace your specific toxicities to get your body back to a state of equilibrium where it's balanced, where it can truly heal itself. So, when you sign up today, I have not one, not two, but three awesome bonuses for you. So, a private Facebook group, a clean copycat cookbook of my restaurant faves made healthy, as well as an at home workout library. So, you don't have to go to the gym. You can, there's options to go to the gym, but an at home workout library is also included there. So, if you're like me and yeah, can't make it to the gym because there ain't kid care or when there ain't kid care, you can do it all at home. Just grab some dumbbells. I got you taken care of. And if you're one of my first people to sign up at www.briasharon.com/hairlab, that's me. I am going to include my Balance Blueprint mini course, which is a $497 value for free. So again, here's what you get if you want to go deeper. This isn't for everybody, but if you do want to go deeper, for the hair tissue mineral analysis lab package, which is a $999 value. But since you joined me today, it's just $497, which includes the $497 plus and additional bonuses. And then that can be used as a deposit for one-on-one or group coaching with Bria. So really, it's a no-brainer. And again, I just want to thank you guys for coming. That's the offer that I have for you guys if you want to dig deeper. But I want to make sure that I answer any questions that you guys have. I see some stuff going on. I saw some stuff going on in the chat that keeps disappearing. But just go to briasharon.com/hairlab in order to get signed up for that lab now. So, yeah. Awesome. So I want to make sure that I answer any questions. So if you guys have, I have at least 5 people who need this replay. Yes, absolutely. I will send that to you. It'll be sent out via email if you guys want to see it. Again, Cindy says, "Oh, and my thinning hair is now super long and thick again." Yes, it is. I can agree to that because I've seen your beautiful hair. And again, that replay is there for you guys. So hopefully I was able to answer some questions that you have. Again, I'm here to answer any more questions. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. But I just wanted to thank you guys so much for, again, staying to the end. Normally people drop off on webinars and master classes. So thank you guys so much. Again, I'm here to help if you have any questions about, yes, the hair lab, and I'll drop that link in here again. Hair lab. I'm bouncing my computer around. There's that link again to sign up. Then I'm here for that. Does this work with bleached hair? Yes. I will confess that my hair has bleach in it. So what we want to do if you do color your hair is we just wait to do it right before you color your hair. So with the hair tissue mineral analysis, it's going to show us the past 2 to 3 months, I'd say about 3 months of what's going on with your body that's excreting out through the hair. So we just want to wait at least 6 weeks, ideally, right before you get your hair colored again, to take that sample. Or if you don't get your hair, it actually just comes from the middle of your head is the best place to get it. And we're just looking at the root. So, just do it right before you get your hair colored, and you get your hairdresser to do it, no problem. We just take a couple snips at the root. Super easy to do. I can't, and there it is, but it just comes in a box like so. You've got everything you need. It tells you how much to do. You're just going to scan the registration, and then it comes with this little teeter-totter seesaw kind of thing. This isn't going to work on this, but we'll go with it. And then what you're going to do is snip the hair, and just get enough to weigh this down right there. So again, just a few simple snips, close to the root, ideally right before you color your hair, if you color it at all. And then we mail it off to the lab, and this lovely prepaid, it's got a stamp, I say that, envelope right there. Then I get the lab results. Then you and I go over one-on-one your specific lab results. And again, the protocol specific for you about what to do. So hopefully that answered questions. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. And I appreciate you. And if I can answer any questions, please let me know. Again, that link is briasharon.com/hairlab. You guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much. How long does it take for the labs to be completed? Um, Again, it depends on kind of what's going on with shipping these days. Normally the labs come, the last ones I ordered came in 3 days, I believe, to North Carolina, 3 business days. Normally 3 to 5, depending on what's going on with shipping, storms, whatever. And then the lab results, they say like 3 to 5 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks, just kind of depending. Normally they come within like 3 weeks, but that balance blueprint there is the balance blueprint will get you started. And again, we're working through things to get you started and getting results immediately while we wait for those labs. So how long does this offer last? This offer lasts for 48 hours to get the added bonuses in there. So yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you so much again. BriaSharon.com/hair lab. Really excited, looking forward to this. Well, I'm excited that you're excited. So again, let me know however I can help you guys best. You guys know where to find me at Bria Sharon Fitness, and then BriaSharon.com/hair lab if you want to take advantage of that offer. So see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Just want everybody to know I ended on time. I'm doing great. We'll see you soon. Bye guys. Thanks.